It makes it easy to lay my foils in. So again, just applying my lightener right from the scalp through the mid shaft, and then of course folding the ends up and putting more lightener on. You want to make sure you're nice and saturated. Fold that foil seam to seam, almost does it automatically for you. Fold those corners in, and then Jay can take his comb away. There's really nothing fast in in coloring services, so I do fast forward some of the rest of the video that I've made, but I wanted to show you guys this in real time because I think it's important to know sometimes when we see things on social media or whatever, of course we can speed stuff up because watching color sometimes is like watching paint dry. We really want to see the technique and then see the end result. And but in order to really get the full effect, you have to see some stuff in real time so you can see how long it takes per foil, what the actual action is. So I tried to do a little combination of both because once you've seen it a few times, you can always rewind and watch it again. I mean, hair cutting, it's such instant gratification. So you cut someone's fringe, you cut that hair off, and it's off in a second, and you get to see it, and you're like, oh, that looks so good. But color, we're like, oh, I just did this awesome foil, and now I have to wait a lifetime for that to process. But there is something oddly satisfying about it for me. It never gets old to me. I love to color hair. I like even doing the simplest of things. It feeds my soul and my artistic side. So getting in on those last couple of foils on the top mohawk section. You guys can't see this, but my friend Tiffany May Arcs, she's standing on a step stool with hair color in her hair that's processing, and she's videoing this for me right now. So we had a fun day in the salon of trying to video some stuff that was step by step for our team, but I thought why not share it too with the rest of the world. But it's amazing the stuff we do. I wish more people could see that, you know, we're hanging from the rafters trying to get the perfect shot. So now that I want to make sure Jenny's comfortable and all these foils aren't in front of her face, I'm flipping them all back. Use a little clip to get that out of the way, and then we'll come around to the sides. So here comes the fast forward part, but it's the exact same technique. I'm starting right in the front hairline, diagonal sections back. I wish I could foil this fast in the salon. It'd be so awesome. Just alternating my formulas between that high lift, HLA with 20 volume, and then the dual purpose lightener. Jenny has a lot more lightness around the front sides of her face, so I only put the color down to where I met the lightness, and left those edges out just so I wouldn't over process that. So I did 3 foils on the right side, and I'm going to do 3 more on the left. So 2 in front of the ear and 1 behind the ear. Sometimes less is more when you're foiling. You don't always have to, you know, do a full head. You can sometimes do less and make it look like a lot more, and I like that as well. Jenny's natural. She just wanted to have her ombre freshened up. So I have all those foils, did the full part all the way on the top from hairline to high point of the head, and then 6 foils on the sides. So now the wash house experience, everybody always wants to know, how do you get the teasies out? So Jay leaned her back. He removed the foils, give a great rinse to that, get all the lightener out, apply conditioner to the hair, and then we like to use the lavender mint leave-in conditioner, spraying it on each one of the foils, especially towards where the hair is more back-combed, and use the Marula detangling brush to comb it out. I also like the 413 brush to comb it out. Any type of wet brush is going to help you. You just want to stay away from a comb. If you need to add more conditioner to each section, then you can absolutely do so. We used the Invisible Wear Daily Conditioner, and that was quite nice. So then shampooed with Invisible Wear shampoo. She's kind of a beachy, wavy au naturel type of girl. She's not going to wash her hair every day, so we'll use the invisible wear so she can build the products throughout the week to change her style. Nice little hot towel conditioning treat with the lavender mint mask. This part was actually 30 minutes it took to do her brush out and her whole wash house experience, inclusive of a conditioning treatment. So combing everything through again, making sure the hair is nice and smooth. When you're doing teasy highlights on somebody, you need to definitely let them know ahead of time that you are backcombing their hair. It's going to be a little bit uncomfortable when you take them out of the wash house, that you will be brushing through to get rid of any of the tangles or the backcombing, but educate your client as you go. So Jay's using the Invisible Wear Velvet Cream and then a paddle brush to just flat wrap her hair and get it nice and smooth. Jenny's got gorgeous hair. I mean, she's definitely that person that could let her hair air dry with a little bit of velvet cream and it would just look glamorous and gorgeous. So after he got about 80% of the moisture out, he's going to go back through with horizontal sections and use the paddle brush to blow the hair dry. Really making sure the hair is dry from the base to the ends. Working up the head, these nice little horseshoe shaped sections going through the occipital area. Lastly, finishing with that top section. Her hair is just long, strong, beautiful. We didn't tone it with anything. We just let the color do its job and get there. The HLA in 20 volume was perfect for those honey colored caramel highlights. And then the lightener gave us those pops of lighter blonde. So now we'll put on some Neuro Protect. It's a thermal heat protector. And I'm going to just curl her hair for a beachy wave. I love to use my chopstick. I'm using my Neuro rod. I have the temperature on about 360. Just wrapping the hair, one curl in one direction, one in the other direction. Around the face, it goes away from the face, and leaving a little bit of the edges out so she has some wave into some straighter pieces. So it can have that effortless look. Even though I put all my effort into it. I love the Neuro rod though, especially on longer hair, because the rod is extended, so I can really wrap and wrap. I don't have to overlap the hair on top of itself and run the risk of not getting enough heat penetration. But the Neuro tools also check the heat 50 times per second, so they don't run out of steam, so to speak. If you're curling a lot of hair, you have thick hair. They stay consistent throughout the whole service, so I really love that. So just started from the bottom, working my way up, leaving the top for last, and making sure to leave the ends out. And I'm flat wrapping it like a ribbon. I'm not twisting it, but of course you can do that as well. Drop that last section. Right around the face, I do like to go away from the face so that the hair doesn't fall in front of her eyeballs, and then alternate one way, one the other way, just so that it has that nice beachy wave. Perfectly imperfect, I guess you could say. So there's Jenny's hair, her Teasey Highlight. It ended up being approximately just 20 foils or less even. I didn't truly count them, but there she is all finished and posing for us. Just gorgeous. Thanks everyone.